Hello candidates, I am Namneet from SkyDream which is situated in Puchomandi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Firstly, subscribe my channel if you want to boost your score. Candidates, ਅੱਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ examination ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ task 2 ਆਇਆ last examination which has been conducted on 27 May 2023. It is a task 2 in IELTS. IDP examination ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹਨੂੰ conduct ਕੀਤਾ evening slot ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. So the task 2 is about international community must act immediately. International community ਨੂੰ act है ਜਿਹੜਾ immediately लेना चाहिए to ensure the nation to reduce their consumption of fossil fuels. मतलब immediate action लेना चाहिए nation ਨੂੰ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਾਦੇ ਲਈ क्योंकि consumption of fossil fuel बहुत ज़्यादा हो रही है like gas and oil. To what extent do you agree or disagree? किन्ने हद तक तुसी अग्री करते हो एंड डिसअग्री करते हो. सो ये विच सब तो पहला आप डिसाइड करके चलिए वी शुड अग्री और डिसअग्री और पार्शली अग्री. हेयर यू कैन यूज अग्री डिसअग्री और पार्शली अग्री बिकॉज ये आपको पूछे है कि टू वट एक्सटेंट डू यू अग्री और डिसअग्री. सो लैट्स गो विद सम हाईलाइटिंग पॉइंट्स. द फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज अबाउट इनॉर्मस क्वांटिटी ऑफ ऑयल. In the present scenario, excess use of fossil fuel is responsible for revolutionary change which has come in the climate conditions. The dominant one is global warming due to the greenhouse effect, which is responsible for natural disaster like flooding, health issues, rise in sea level. So sea level ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ rise ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ है it also influence the marine life. So that's why some of animals are also disturbing and food chain of animals is also disturbing just because of this portion. So that's why action had better be taken by the universal society for mitigate these problems and for decrease the use of fuels. The second point which I will discuss about exploitation of natural resources. What is the meaning of exploitation? Excess use without any need. Unnecessary use is known as a exploitation. Environmental degradation and deterioration like exploitation of natural resources like oil and petroleum, these are also natural resources, never recall again. So that's why the fertilization of soil and fertilization of some places is decreasing just because of invention of these oils and gases. And environmental है जिहड़ा environment है वो deteriorate हो रही है मतलब environment दे विच बहुत ज़्यादा problems आ रही हैं. Like सब तो वड्डी problem की है scarcity of non renewable resources. इहदा मतलब की है shortage of non renewable resources. So which are responsible for extinction of fuels. That is increasing inflation because demand बढ़ रही है तो inflation भी इस चीज़ नाल बढ़ रही है. So that's why these are points which I will discuss. Let's go with some points of vocabulary. Non-renewable resources are one of the resources which cannot recall again. Like the another word is not replenished. Scarcity, shortage and lack of. किसी चीज़ दी shortage बन जानी या किसी चीज़ दा घाटा होना उन्हें scarcity कहते हैं. Extinction की हुंदा disappearing. Exploitation की हुंदा unfairly use like unnecessary use. Synonym of fossil fuels. You can use petroleum, crude oil, fuel, gas, gasoline, naphtha, natural gas, natural resources, non-renewable energy resources. So these are the points which I will discuss. So let's go with the great representation of task 2. Firstly, go with the introduction. Undeniably, concrete step must be taken instantly. Instantly means immediately. By a global society for ensuring the countries. Actually, when we paraphrase the introduction at that time, most of candidates go with the vocabulary section. So that's why they choose informal words. That is totally detrimental for your writing. In this way, you deduct your score. So that's why you should work out that there is an infinitive sentence and I have used the gerund section. Like for reducing. Ensuring countries for reducing the uses of non-renewable resources. Like undeniably there is no doubt concrete steps, the main suitable steps must be taken. Here we have a tense of must. So I have used, it is active, I have used the passive in order to make the paraphrase. So immediately I have used the instantly, and to ensure I have used for ensuring. To reduce I have used for reducing. Consumption, the uses of non-renewable resources, fossil fuels such as gas, oils. Although I agree with this notion, the importance of using coal, petroleum, diesel, gasoline in economic growth cannot be denied, which are being discussed in subsequent paragraphs. So this is one of the introduction which I have explained. So let's go with the body paragraph. Multivarious facts are notable which I would like to consider for substantiating my arguments. The primary one is revolutionary change which has come in the climate condition due to the excess use of fossil fuels. The dominant one is global warming, because consumption of oil and gas trap the heat on the earth atmosphere owing to the greenhouse effect. Resultantly, it tends to increase the natural disasters like as rise in sea level that is disturbing the marine life. So due to all results, the consumption of oil and gases are responsible for making the life of living beings more complicated and stressful. Therefore, handful measures had better be established by the association universally to cure the menace of it, so that environmental damages can be controlled. Similarly, here I have used the semicolons and here I have used one comma. If you use these punctuations while you are writing, then definitely you can also boost your score, for you can get the 7-8 band score in your writing. Similarly, exploitation of natural resources can be noticed also when crude oil and natural gas are consumed excessively. ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ excessively consume ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਸ time ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ natural resources ਦੀ exploitation ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, because we use it unnecessarily. Consequently, it leads to extinct these resources. That is why due to the fuel scarcity, the inflation is becoming serious concern. This is a high time for international community for protecting the raw material of natural deposit from extinction. Paradoxically, I am more inclined towards the rapid economic development which can be witnessed just because of and industrial marketing agencies are running by producing the energy through the fossil fuel cannot be denied. After pondering a great deal of thought, I came to the conclusion that excessive utilization of petroleum, diesel, kerosene, gasoline is leading to change the climate condition which threaten the people with increasing flood, extreme heat, scarcity of natural resources, more disease. So it is a need of the hour to find the plausible measures by the universal collaborations for declining the consumption of fuels, because its detrimental consequences are likely to escalate. Then it can be challengeable to tackle these difficulties in which the people and all the living beings are surviving. So in this way, this was an essay which has been conducted on 27th May, and I have explained it in my previous videos also, but today I have explained in the written section. Hope kardi hai properly samajh aaya hoga. If anyone has any kind of doubt, please comment on my video so that I can upload another videos on the behalf of your queries. Thank you so much.